Everyone has been to the weird part of YouTube. If you haven't, then I suggest you try to do so. It's a very simple process. In fact, to make it easier, I will lay out this simple step-by-step form. Step 1. Important. You find any video you want. Absolutely anything you want. A cat video, a music video, anything. Something from Japan will work best. Step 2. Click on the strangest related video. The absolute most mind-blowing looking thumbnail or title. Step 3. Continue step 2 until the most liked comment is, "I'm in the weird side of YouTube again," or something along those lines. Now this alone isn't that scary. It's mostly just funny. You can laugh at failed ads or absurd stuff from different cultures. Sometimes it gets scarier. A girl dancing with no arms or legs, someone with a load of tattoos eating glass, a crazed hillbilly ranting about how the government will kill everyone. It gets stranger though. Dig deep enough and you can find actual death. I don't mean like news stories on people getting killed. I mean full-on amateur snuff films. No After Effects or CGI. Real people getting killed. You're wondering why YouTube doesn't take them down, aren't you? Well, there are two reasons for this. First, there are days worth of videos being uploaded every minute, so much that it just can't be analysed by the YouTube staff. They take down anything pornographic that isn't art, but even that slips through. Second, money. YouTube only pays attention to stuff that pays, is protected by copyright, or gets a large amount of views in a short amount of time. That last one is the reason for the 301 views phenomenon. Due to these reasons, there are plenty of people who can easily upload almost unnoticed videos. Some of them truly are unnoticed, with only 2 or 3 views. There are a ton of these amateur snuff films that just require a while of searching. Just try for a few hours. Just be warned, you might not hate what you see. You might just want to see more. Or you might just try making one of these videos. After all, they have to come from somewhere. YouTube is a pretty vicious place. Many violent and dreadful things are put up on YouTube for the whole world to see. But there is a particular YouTube channel with a few million subscribers. All of its videos are people being hurt and beaten, and some are even eaten alive by predatory animals and cannibals. It's disgusting. How and why does this YouTuber record these events instead of helping the people in danger? How does he find people in those deadly situations over and over again? And how does YouTube never manage to remove his videos? These questions have been circulating in my mind ever since he touched my life. I must admit that I've watched many of his videos, but I'm sure that some people have tried to charge him. He is clearly sadistic, but I would think that anyone would feel ashamed to gain so happily from other people's suffering. The weirdest part, though, is that some of the people he records survived through their trauma, and they end up in another video of his. If they continue to survive, then they get to be in more of his videos. So some people think they are all actors. Everything is planned. To me though, something just doesn't sit right, especially considering what happened to me a couple of months ago. I lived alone. One day, I was in my garage by myself, and something heavy dropped to my head. I was out for a couple of minutes. I went to the hospital and everything was fine, but when I went on YouTube the next day, there was a YouTube video with many views that featured me getting hit in the head by a hammer in my garage. Nobody was in the garage to record me, and I don't have any cameras in the house. It's not something I would ever want on YouTube. It was that guy though, the one who puts up these videos. How the hell did he find me? Eventually, I encountered more and more dangerous accidents, but I was always lucky enough to survive. With every situation, there's a new YouTube video of me in that same experience, and I just know it's the same guy recording me. I have never seen him in my life, only his gruesome videos. I have tried contacting him and telling him that no matter how he managed to record me, he would suffer consequences. On multiple occasions, I threatened to contact the police and take him to court. He never replied, but I decided to get in touch with another victim, Joel, whom this guy has recorded many times. In Joel's workplace, he became the company's laughingstock on account of all the ridiculous videos of him on YouTube. Joel told me that he doesn't know how the guy has managed to record him so many times, and that he was always sure he was alone during all his accidents. Joel has been dealing with this for about a year, and he told me that he had never been a clumsy person before all this happened. It's some sort of curse. When someone's chosen, their misfortunes come at the expense of this YouTuber forever. Then, one day, the worst happened. It was another video of Joel. He had gotten into a car accident involving smoke, broken glass, and explosions. It was so horrific that I can't go into detail. After that, I became afraid every day of what would happen to me. Eventually, I saw him in my house. I slipped on water on my kitchen floor, and when I looked up, he was standing there with his camera, smiling at me. I shouted at him to get out and to stop tormenting me. He ran upstairs, but after checking every room, he had disappeared. You guessed it though, I saw that video of me slipping on YouTube the very next day. To this day, I'm deeply fearful. He is always watching and always recording. I don't know what to do. If he chooses you, then you're it, and you have to live with his presence floating about you constantly. My accidents are getting worse and worse. Day by day, my life becomes more endangered. I don't know how to fix this, but I am writing this as a warning to all of you. Beware of the cameraman. If you ever see a video of someone getting hurt, you can't be certain that it's because of him. You just can't be certain that you won't be next. For the longest time, I've turned to ASMR to help me relax. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It's basically a brain orgasm that is triggered by personal attention, tapping sounds, deliberate tasks, ear or microphone covering. Well, there's a multitude of things that can trigger that sort of response. It's been my go-to for anxiety for the last couple of months. You can find these videos easy enough on YouTube. I usually listen to massage ASMR before bed. But as I laid there, listening to an inaudible whispering video, I started to feel a bit chillier than usual. So, I decided to get up and grab a sweater. My window was open, and it was a bit of a colder night. Anyway, I took my headphones off and set them aside. When I went to pause the video, I realized that it had frozen. Sometimes our connection is a bit shoddy. I was listening for about 30 minutes, so I guess that could explain it. My internet had been trying to load an hour-long video. Still, it should have loaded by now, right? I decided to click near the beginning of the video to back up and just listen to the same 30 minutes before bed. When I hovered over the progress bar, however, I noticed that the video had never played past the first 10 minutes. In retrospect, I should have realized something was wrong when I thought I could feel the breath on my ears. I was alone in my room, like always, just clicking in and out of web pages. I really couldn't find anything interesting, considering it was 12 AM, and I was just dying to get some sleep. Though, before I was going to exit out of the web browser and shut down my laptop, I noticed I received a message on YouTube. I opened the message and saw it was a recommended video. Now, normally I wouldn't dare to watch a video that's been recommended, because it's usually something really stupid or just really boring. Though, something in me couldn't help but click the link. It took me to the videos link. The video was called The Viral Video, which I noticed had around 10 million views. Though, what was really strange was that there were not likes, not even dislikes, and no comments whatsoever. Strange, I thought. Nevertheless, I pressed play. The video was black for about 20 seconds. Then, a man who looked like he was in his early 20s, with glasses and curled hair, popped up. He was looking straight at the camera with dull and sorrow eyes. He then started to smile. Not just any smile, but a smile with such pain, almost as if he was forcing that smile. The man suddenly started talking. I couldn't hear though, considering there was no audio. I did understand some things he was mouthing out. Alone, stop, never. What did those words mean? What was he talking about? I tried everything I could to hear the man, but nothing worked. I even changed my volume settings, but nothing happened. 5 minutes later, the man took off his glasses and reached for something under his desk. I assumed he was getting a piece of paper that would say, "Subscribe and share this video," like most YouTube videos end. Though, I was wrong. Really wrong. He took out something that appeared to look like a gun. I started to worry, hoping that he wasn't going to do what I thought he was. He pulled the gun to his head and smiled at the camera again. This time, he had a real smile. He had joy in his eyes. He then waved bye-bye to the camera and pulled the trigger. Boom! I jumped out of my seat when the man shot himself in the head. The weird thing is, you could hear the audio perfectly now. There was music playing in the background. It was playing what I figured was Jump the Line, Shake Sonora, though it was much slower than the original song, and the singing was way creepier. There, the video ended. I was too stunned and shocked to do anything at that point. Then, reality hit me. I needed to know what was going on. I clicked to the videos channel. Nothing popped out though. I would still stay at the same page. At first, I thought my internet connection must not be working. But when I went back to the homepage, it was working perfectly. I tried contacting the person who sent me the video link, but he wouldn't reply. I decided to check it out on Google. I searched the most viral video. A whole section of videos popped up, though after searching for an hour, I couldn't find the video whatsoever. It was like the video didn't exist. I decided to search up "man shoots himself on camera, viral video." You know, trying to be a little specific. Though again, I couldn't find any discussion or link to the video. Then I decided to search up "alone, stop, never." There was only one link this time. I clicked on it, and it took me to a discussion board. It was titled "The Viral Video?" Exclamation mark. A smile formed on my face. Success. There were about 10 comments on the discussion board. Most of them just said how it was probably fake. Though the last comment caught my eyes. It said, "It isn't fake, I can assure you that. That video isn't meant to be watched. It makes you crazy, I can tell you that. You can never sleep. All you see is that man's face and that stupid song. Oh, that stupid song is always in your head. I don't know, how did it go viral? Honestly, someone sent it to me, and now I'm here considering if I should kill myself." The comment was posted about 3 minutes ago. I quickly replied to the comment saying, what did he mean that the video wasn't supposed to be watched, and what he meant about the face and the song. About 2 minutes later, the person replied, "The video is in private. It can only be watched if someone sent you the link. That video makes you want to kill yourself. It will start with a song, then the faces, and then you can't handle it no more. You're a goner." Wow. I couldn't believe it. That was just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. What kind of video makes you want to kill yourself? Must be a joke. Yeah, probably a joke. I shut down my laptop and went to bed. I was too exhausted to carry on reading such rubbish. God though, the only thing I do regret is listening to that stupid song. It's stuck in my head now.